What's going on, everybody? Alexander Fazalani here, and today we are going to discuss my open house door knocking strategy. Before we dive in, please like, subscribe, and share so we can continuously put out this content for free 99. And as always, this is brought to you by Design for Agents, and e-commerce geared to making sure you have what you need in order to succeed in your real estate business, whether it be marketing, business planning, or rocking some really cool apparel. You can check it out in the link in the description below. As you know, open houses are one of the most effective ways of drumming up free business, right? So if you don't have deep pockets to pay for postcards or Facebook ads, open houses are gonna be your wave, right? So when you host an open house, obviously that attracts people that are interested in real estate, whether it be looking to buy or whether it be looking to sell. It also gives you an opportunity to get into the community and actually get to know who's looking to sell in the near future, right? How you could be of service outside of just real estate to your community. And on top of that, it allows you to brand and market yourself, which is a win-win-win all around. So open houses are the wave. And I've used my open house door knocking strategy to make hundreds and thousands of dollars with a GCI, so it's definitely very, very effective. So let's dive right into the exact steps that you can utilize to actually take the strategy and make it your own. So the first thing I do in my open house door knocking strategy is I do my homework, right? So what do I mean by that is I hop on Remind.com. It comes free with my MLS, my LIBOR MLS and my Canopy MLS with North Carolina and New York, right? But if you don't have it, you can go check it out. It's an amazing tool. But what I do is I map out my door knocking route. So where I'm going to door knock exactly. And then on top of that, I'm finding out who has high equity in their property, right? Because someone with high equity is probably going to take advantage and probably sell soon, right? So if they're almost paying off their house, or they don't have that much of a mortgage left, they might be a good ideal candidate for someone who wants to sell, right? So I pinpoint those on the map. I take those addresses down so that when I'm door knocking, I know like, okay, I really want to speak to this person, right? I also look up pre-foreclosures, anybody that's potentially going through some hardships for some investment opportunities and so on and so forth, right? Maybe they need a short sale or they need some of that situation set up for them. So now that I did my homework, it's going to lead us to step 2, which is accumulating my marketing material, right? So I'm going to have 2 pieces of marketing material that I'm going to bring with me when I'm door knocking this neighborhood for that week, right? So the first piece is going to be a fire flyer. So for those of you who don't know what a fire flyer is, it's a handwritten letter basically stating, hey there, I actually have a property that I'm having an open house at this weekend. If you can, please stop by. Also, if you know someone that's looking to move into the area, I would be happy to help them out. P.S. If you're looking to take advantage of the market, please shoot me a text or a call at 917-915-4417, right? And I put my number on there, and then I staple my card to that, right? So that's gonna be a fire flyer. And the reason why I'm printing these fire flyers is because they have a high conversion ratio. So a lot of people tend to read things that look like they're handwritten, right? It's a little more appealing to the eye and people actually wanna read through it. On top of that, if I'm door knocking and I'm not able to actually speak to that person, I'll just slide the flyer there, or I'll put it in an envelope and leave it on their door so that they can read it later, right? So that's the fire flyer. The second thing that I'm going to have is about 20 to 30 thank you cards. So if I'm door knocking, sometimes I'm gonna have really great conversations. And what I wanna do is remain memorable in their brain, right? So I can hand them my card, and they're gonna look at my card, they might keep it for a while, but they might throw it out, right? And then the whole relationship is broken. So what I'm gonna wanna do is, after I give them my card, I'm gonna send a thank you card with my card there. So if I have a really good conversation, we actually talk about the kids, we talk about something a little personal, we actually build that relationship a little bit, I'm gonna have these thank you cards ready. So on the thank you card is like, hey, I leave a little space for their name, and I pre-package it, so I put a stamp on it as well. And I'll be like, hey, blank. So I'm gonna put the name in later. It was a really pleasure speaking to you. If you need anything in regards to real estate, I wanna be of service to you and your family. So please keep my number and look forward to being in contact. Boom, 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 right? And that's signed, sealed, delivered. I'm ready to go. So if I have a great conversation, I'm sending that as soon as the conversation is done and I'm done with my door knocking campaign. I'm going to the mailbox, sending that out so that they'll remember me, because who else does that? So now that we did our homework, we have our pieces of marketing, now it's time to go out there and actually start door knocking. So what I like to do is I like to give myself a week of door knocking, right? So if my open house is on Sunday, I'm going to start door knocking on Tuesday or Monday, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this exact script. It's very, very simple, and it's easy to remember and it works effectively. So let's dive right in, right? So this is my exact script. Knock, knock, ding dong. Hey, how's it going? Wait for them to respond. My name is Alex. I'm actually a local realtor. I actually have this house down the block, 123 Main Street. We're looking to sell it. We're actually having an open house this weekend. I was wondering if you knew somebody in your family or maybe a friend or a neighbor who knew somebody that's looking to possibly move into the neighborhood. So that's my approach. Usually we're gonna get the first no here, because think about it, you walk into a store, everybody says no the first time around, right? So then I'm gonna go for my second close, which is pretty simple, right? So I'm gonna pretend to step away, and then I'm gonna step back and like, oh, while I have you here, have you thought about selling possibly now or in the near future? So now you're starting to actively listen. They're gonna say no, no, right? So if you get hit with 2 no's, then I go for my last close. Okay, listen, not a problem. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Lastly, I actually do a quarterly evaluation for a neighborhood. So that's actually how I helped our client over here. Would you be interested in finding out how much your house would be worth on the active market? Right? So that's my third approach. So I go for 3 no's. If they say no 3 times, then I'll be like, all right, no problem, have a good day, right? So if it's a clear no, you're never gonna turn a no into a yes, right? What we're looking for is people like, oh, so how much is that house going for? And they're trying to strike up conversation, right? Once they strike up conversation, that's when you're gonna understand whether they're looking to buy or looking to sell soon, right? And that's kind of where you're gonna be pinpointing, but that's my exact script. You could utilize it however you want. You can make it as effective as you want. And then from there, I usually say, hey, do you mind if I give you my card? If you ever need anything in the future. I also know contractors, handyman, lawyers, whatever you need, I can help you with it. Just keep my information in case you ever need anything. And then that's it. Then I'm on to the next, right? Rarely do I get somebody that's like, hey, I want to sell right now. Come in, check out my house, right? It has happened, but it doesn't happen often. So that's not what you're going for. What you're going for is branding and longevity, right? So that's it. That's my open house door knocking strategy. And if you continuously do this, you're gonna get to the last step. And the last step is add the good conversations that you have into your CRM and make sure you follow up. So there you have it, guys. That is my open house door knocking strategy. If you have any questions, I'm an open book. Feel free to reach out or ask questions in the comments below. And again, this is brought to you by Design for Agents, e-commerce geared to making sure you have what you need in order to succeed in your real estate industry. We have a lot of free educations on the website, so go check that out. And also, if you need any help organizing, marketing, or rocking some cool apparel, check it out. All right, guys, and again, my name is Alexander Fazalani, and that is my open house strategy. Utilize it well. With great power comes great responsibility. Adios.